Welcome. You are now plugged into DeJesus Dynamics. DeJesus Dynamics.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the DeJesus Dynamics Reacts. I am your host, Marcos. So today we're going to be reacting to The Sound of Silence by Geoff Castellucci. I've been excited to get into some of his solo stuff. Oh, for those of you that don't know, Geoff is the bass singer for the a cappella group Voice Play. So that's the first time I heard of him. Some subscribers had shared that he has done some solo projects. One of the things I wanted to do was be able to see some of his solo projects and check it out. Anyway, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Don't forget to hit share, like, and subscribe. If you want to watch this video in its entirety without my comments or without my interruptions, certainly jump over to Geoff Castellucci's channel and check it out independent of my reaction. So without further ado, let's get on with the show.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seed while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.
Wow. A lot different than Simon & Garfunkel's original version, which was out in 1964. My goodness. I like the way, well, first of all, that voice, that bass is coming from somewhere real deep. So I like the way that he layers his voices. And I noticed that in some of the other reaction videos that I did when he was in Voice Play. But my goodness, it's like listening to a whole different version. And I know this has been covered by several artists. I know Pentatonics has done it. I know, what I mean, so this is not, this is a popular song to cover. But the way he's doing it is a lot different than I've heard it previously. So I enjoy the way he brought it in. It's kind of very intimate, very slow. And that's kind of like the nature of this song, which kind of builds as and layers as it goes.
In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light, split the night and touched the sound of silence, and in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more.
I want to back that up a little bit. Where's it at? Right here. So when he does this, what they call subharmonics technique, which is, I don't want to butcher this and describe it wrong. So with the subharmonics, what that does, it allows your voice to do voice pitches at the same time, which, for example, like your vocal cords, one pitch will be, and the other one will be the actual words or lyrics coming out. So, and they do this simultaneously. Not only does it do that, but then it allows your voice to even drop another octave which is total voice control, total breath control, being able to open and close your I don't want to get too technical, but bottom line is he's able to drop his voice another octave utilizing that specific technique, which is awesome. I know that Tim Faust from Home Free does it on occasion. Same thing with Avi Kaplan. He did it for pentatonics. Those are additional bases from a cappella groups too as well. I'm not trying to pick a favorite or anything like that because I don't have one, but his is a little bit different. I think his drops a little lower. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, and you guys would know, definitely let me know that. But so far, man, good stuff. Hold up, let me back up a little bit.
10,000 people,
Right there,
baby.
right there. How that drops an octave.
People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening.
He fluctuates.
People writing songs that voices never shared. No one dare disturb the sound of silence.
You kind of see one side of your vocal cords vibrates. That creates that, and then the other kind of belts out the lyrics. And I know people are going to say, that's not what happened. Bottom line, that's the best way I can describe it to people making sense. Anyway, let me back up a little bit because I like that. And I'm trying not to get too technical. But I just want to describe what's going on. So I apologize if I do get too technical.
No one dare disturb the sound of silence.
I like the way he puts his notes down.
You do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words like silent raindrops fail. Echo in the waves of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sun flashed out its warning in the words that it was for me. In the sense and the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls and in the sense
Oh, man, that sounded sweet. Can I just say that sounded like if you've never heard his heard his voice, or actually any of the acapella groups especially, but him specifically heard his voice through a set of headsets. Oh my God. It reverberates through your whole body. It's like goes down to your toes and comes right up and you're like, whoa, what was that? That's the type of voice, that's the type of impact his voice has. And man, I'm here for it, dude. I am so here for it. It is amazing. How do we wind that a little bit? Let's go back. Love what he did with that. Love what he did with that. Wow. As I mentioned, one of the things I enjoyed, particularly with this reaction, I love the way he layered his voices. They created those harmonies. And they say that he does a lot of the editing, the producing, all the visual effects, all of it, from the subscribers that are sharing kind of a little bit about his background. It's all about the voice. Let's keep it real. Amazing voice. I mentioned earlier that subharmonics technique that he utilizes to be able to drop an additional octave lower than what he can sing. I talk about breath control, voice control, being able to fluctuate between the different tones and the different layers. I want to react to more of his stuff. It's amazing. And I heard somebody say, well, it's digital. I didn't hear anything digital in there. I did not hear anything digital. That is original. I'm telling you, that is original. I would detect if there was some type of digitalization in that. I didn't detect any of that. Obviously, he layers his voice to create the harmonies. That's expected. It's any artist, let's be honest. But for the most part, amazing stuff. Can't wait to get into more of his stuff. Geoff Castellucci, awesome stuff. Wow, that's 3 stuffs. Anyway, if you would like me to react to Geoff Castellucci's music, certainly leave it in the comments. Don't forget to hit share, like, and subscribe. Until next time, people, deuces.